Good morning, everybody. It is Daily Crypto News, and it is Monday, July 24th, 2023. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Before we get into today's news, please do me a favor. Go to wherever you're listening to this podcast, click them 5 stars, leave a nice comment, and share with your friends. Let's get into the news. Elon Musk and the new Twitter CEO, Linda Yaccarino, they confirmed that Twitter is rebranding to X. And X.com is now being redirected to Twitter. Linda Yaccarino said this, and quote, X is the future state of unlimited interactivity, centered in audio, video, messaging, payments, and banking, creating a global marketplace for ideas, goods, services, and opportunities. Powered by AI, X will connect us all in ways we're just beginning to imagine. And if you can imagine, just like anything else in the crypto space, it's going to be tokenized. And yes, X token has jumped up all over the crypto space. Some of them jumping as much as 1,200% in 24 hours. I'm looking at the screen right now, and I see one that's up 150%, one that's up 321%. And well, would you expect anything less from the crypto space? Speaking of tokens, crypto exchange now line up to list Worldcoin. And if you're wondering what Worldcoin is, well, it's from Sam Altman, the founder and creator of ChatGPT. The website says this, that we believe Worldcoin could drastically increase economic opportunities, scale a reliable solution for distinguishing humans from AI while preserving privacy, enable global democratic processes, and eventually show a potential path to AI-funded UBI, or Universal Basic Income. Worldcoin consists of privacy-preserving digital identity, World ID, and, where laws allow, a digital currency, WLD or Worldcoin, received simply for being human. We hope that where the rules are less clear, such as in the United States, steps will be taken so more people can benefit from both. So Binance listed Worldcoin, and a lot of other exchanges from KuCoin and Gate.io, they're all listing Worldcoin as well. And if you download the app and get into the beta, I guess you'll be airdropped Worldcoins, and now you can trade them on Binance. Worldcoin is currently trading at $2.60, pretty much just going to the moon. And just a little caveat here is that total supply is around 10 billion. Circulating supply is about 104 million, so only about 1% is in circulation. There's a fully diluted market cap of about $24 billion, and the current market cap is 272 million. So if you decide to buy this or trade this or whatever, just know that a flood of 99% of those tokens could just come into this market. I don't know how they're going to be dropped. I don't know anything about the tokenomics. Maybe I'll look into it. If you know, you can email me at bookings@todayinweb3.com, but just proceed with caution. And something that dovetails nicely into this conversation with Worldcoin, since they're using AI, I got a letter from a listener the other day, and I'm going to mess up your name, Dexon, D-E-X-I-O-N. Thank you for writing in. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but Dexon wrote in this. Hey, Matt, heard you talk about AI applications in crypto on your podcast. I wanted to share my prediction. I think AI will be crucially important for DAOs. I don't know how, but I have a gut feeling. We haven't had a very robust tool for DAO operations yet. It's mostly just simple voting from what I've seen. But AI could present some new opportunities for some interesting infrastructure. Again, I'm not sure how this will work, but I think AI has the potential to dovetail nicely with trustless protocols. Thanks for the daily news. Glad you decided to stick with it. And I think you're right. There you go. We saw Worldcoin, AI, UBI, trying to democratize and get people funds and trying to figure out who needs the funds. Also try to separate people versus AI, as it's going to be harder in the future. I think your prediction is one part that might certainly happen. If you keep your eye on that, maybe you'll find some good companies that are going to pop up. Maybe some opportunities. Let me know if you do find those opportunities. Congressman Warren Davidson from Ohio has spoken out against central bank digital currencies, urging Congress to ban them and criminalize their development. He accused the Federal Reserve of building a financial equivalent to the Death Star, stating that CBDCs corrupt money into a tool for coercion and control, and then continued to say that Congress must swiftly ban and then criminalize any effort to design, build, develop, test, or establish a CBDC. People who are backing him are Tom Emmer, Ted Cruz, Ron DeSantis. And staying in Washington, D.C., U.S. lawmakers rolled out a much-anticipated digital assets bill last week, raising hopes that it will end what the crypto industry sees as an unfairly hostile regulatory environment. But some experts say that the bill's vague language, and in particular a provision that could threaten the DeFi market, won't do much to hold back the SEC and its enforcement approach to crypto. So this bill is called the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act. That's a mouthful. This bill leaves many DeFi assets exposed to be labeled as securities by the SEC. It also introduced new definitions for digital assets and establishes lanes for registering cryptocurrency exchanges with the SEC and the CFTC. It includes changes from a previous version, potentially harmonizing in a recent court ruling that favors Ripple. We'll get into some Ripple news in a minute. And this bill attempts to address decentralization and define it. Well, needless to say, the House Agriculture Committee Democrats are against the bill. Are you surprised? They tweeted this. Instead of focusing on pressing hashtag Farm Bill issues, House Republicans are sprinting to provide a handout to hashtag crypto exchanges, Wall Street, and Silicon Valley venture capitalists at the expense of the American consumers and retail investors. The SEC, to nobody's surprise, is going to appeal the XRP Ripple ruling. And crypto lawyer John Deaton says this: an appeal is not even close to a setback. First, it'll be 2 years from now before a decision is issued by the Second Circuit. The Torres Doctrine is law until then, at least in the Second Circuit. Second, if the Second Circuit says Torres was wrong regarding her application of the third Howey factor, which I predict they won't, that doesn't mean that the SEC wins on programmatic sales on exchanges. All that happens is that Torres then applies the two other factors and could likely rule in the same exact way, concluding that the SEC didn't satisfy the common enterprise factor, which is a more difficult factor to meet, in my honest opinion, than the third factor. Don't let anyone underestimate how significant this win is for XRP and XRP hodlers and Ripple, says John Deaton. And in the clickbait headlines of the day, the first one is Nevada woman sentenced for hiring hitman with Bitcoin to kill ex-husband. And the reason why I say that this is clickbait, because the news is this woman hired a hitman and she's sentenced for it. And she did this through a scam site, but Bitcoin's there too. But let me tell you a little bit what happened. In 2016, she sent 12 Bitcoin worth only $5,000 at the time to somebody to kill her husband. I know you're asking a lot of questions. How much is the Bitcoin worth today? Well, it's worth $360,000 today. And second, only $5,000 to kill somebody? Really? Well, like I said, this is a scam site, and they're trying to get more money from her. So they're trying to upcharge. You want to look like an accident? It's an extra $4,000. Long story short is now she received a 5-year prison sentence for hiring a hitman to try to kill her husband. That's the news, not the Bitcoin part. However, it is interesting. And the second clickbaity headline of the day, SBF's brother Gabriel Bankman-Fried, which we didn't know existed until recently. He wanted to buy an island in the Pacific, and he wanted to turn it into a doomsday bunker and conduct experiments on humans to genetically uplift the species. This is what happens when you give billions of dollars to the Bankman-Frieds, right? I'm going to go out and buy some islands and do genetic experiments on humans. Anyway, let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 9:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the Fear Greed Index at 56 neutral. I'm still under the impression that we're going to go neutral for a long time until we get a ruling on the Bitcoin spot ETF. Bitcoin is sitting at $29,215, down 2.2% in 24. Ethereum's at $1,851, down 1.1% in 24. Funny enough, as I had a dream last night that ETH went to $11,000. I don't know what happened. I don't know why, but I would like to see $11,000 ETH. What about you? Let me know. Email me, bookings@todayweb3.com. Teller's number 3, Binance is at 238, down 1.5%, and XRP is down 1.8% at 69.7 cents. Rounding off the top 10, we have USDC, Cardano, Doge, Solana, and Tron. The total market cap is sitting at 1.17 trillion, down 2%. We have a BTC dominance of 48.4 and an ETH dominance of 19%. And that was our show today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow, happy hodling, everyone.